Everywhere I go, beauty finds its way in the little things of every day.
So recently, Shein opened up its first retail store in the world. That is the retail store where you can actually walk in to buy things, and they opened this in Paris, France. They also opened this store in one of the biggest shopping malls called BHV in Paris, France. And there was a lot of outrage against this. There were protests outside of the building trying to stop the store from opening, but it eventually did open. But there are still a lot of concerns, outrage. There are court cases going on to try to stop Shein from trading in Paris and generally in France.
Online fast fashion retailer Shein has opened its first physical outlet in Paris, on the 6th floor of the historic BHV Marie's department store. But it's safe to say that it was not welcomed with open arms. Protesters held up signs reading, "Forced labour over there, 300 jobs lost here. Shein profits from Uyghur forced labour. Shein equals modern slavery." And human rights, not inhuman profits. These signs refer to allegations the retailer's supply chain in China includes items produced by members of the minority Uyghur group under forced labor conditions. And Shein has also faced criticism over environmental and ethical concerns. But some protesters were angry about another issue. An hour after the store's opening, the French government announced it was initiating action to suspend access to the Shein online marketplace after authorities found illegal weapons including firearms, knives and machetes, and childlike sex dolls on sale on its website.
The court case is still in court at the moment, so that is something that we can't go into a great deal. But the French government have taken the Shein to court and trying to stop them from selling in the French market completely. Now, if you do not know Shein, let's take a step back and talk about Shein as a business. So Shein, they're known for selling clothes online. They're basically an online store that sells clothes to women, mainly to women, but they also have clothes for children and for men as well. And they've become popular over the years because of many things. One being the price is relatively affordable. Also, they tend to make trending clothing, and when you go on their website, there's hardly anything that you're looking for that you won't find. So it's also the availability that people like, the shoppers like, the availability of everything you're looking for you can find, and their trending designs, a variety of designs. They change their designs quite often, and also the price is relatively affordable, especially for young people and generally for everyone. So Shein has become popular with young people, teenagers. There are lots of trending things, trending outfits that they can find there, and they're quite affordable for their pockets as well. So why is it that people, or some people, do not like Shein and some of Shein's operations? So there are concerns about child labor. So there are articles, investigation going on about Shein using children in their factories. There are also investigations about the state of their factories not being suitable for people to work in, not safe enough. The working hours of their workers as well has been something that's been a bit of a concern and under investigation. So generally, the operations of Shein as a business has been under investigation and under scrutiny in so many ways. But recently, there's also been concerns about possibly them selling sex toys that depict children, and that is maybe one of the main reasons why the French government does not want them to operate anymore in France. Even though Shein has said that they've taken off all of those items that are of concern that may have a relation to children being depicted, there's still so many concerns about their operation and about their standards. So where do you stand? Some people will say, well, Shein provides us what many of the other clothing retailers, clothing manufacturers have not been able to offer us in a long while. So, accessibility, availability of items, and at price ranges that are affordable. And also, there's all the deals and discounts that you could get. The more things you buy, the more you stay with them as a customer. If you have their app, you can get deals as well. So, all of these things make people want to keep buying from Shein. For the people who say they will not buy from Shein, what are they saying? So they are concerned about maybe child labor. There are people who also say that they steal other people's designs. And I know that there are some Nigerian fashion designers who have complained about Shein stealing their designs and also using their own pictures on their website. So they actually take the design of those designers, take their pictures from their Instagram pages, and use everything all without permission. And some of these Nigerian designers have taken Shein to court as well. So Shein must have a lot of court cases that it's dealing with at the moment, but still it is making a lot of money. The owner still makes a lot of money from the business. So what do we think will be the future of Shein? I personally think Shein needs to look at some of these ethical issues and try to fix them as much as possible. They need to look at the working conditions of their workers, the safety, and also they need to look at how they source their materials and their designs, and they need to give other designers credit when they use their designs and also pay for them. So I think Shein needs to look into all of these things, but at the same time, Shein has sometimes what I need, and this is the reason why I sometimes shop with them. I don't buy all of my items from them, but there are certain things that you just would not find anywhere else at certain times. Take for example, in the UK, once we hit winter, most of the shops take off all their summer items from the racks. So if you were to be going on holiday to somewhere warm during winter and you're trying to find something, it might be difficult for you to find any summer items to buy at all with British retailers, just because they clear out all of their summer items once we hit winter. But if you go on Shein's website, no matter the time of the year, no matter the type of outfit, whether outfit you're looking for, you'll find whatever you're looking for. There's hardly anything that you think of that you'd type into Shein website that you wouldn't find. So the accessibility, the availability is what sometimes makes me to shop from Shein. And for the other retailers, fashion manufacturers, what can they learn from Shein? They can learn to copy some of Shein's model, which is to try to satisfy as many customer base as possible and not just restrict their view. They need to go out there and make sure that they are thinking of what their customers want, and they need to give more, they need to offer more, and then they need to offer more at affordable prices as well. They need to look at price ranges. Yes, we know that quality items would cost a lot more, but you can also have different price ranges with different quality range as well. So you can have the cheaper items at a little bit less quality and have the higher quality things at higher prices. So this is what other manufacturers, fashion manufacturers, can learn from Shein. So let me know what you think. What do you think about Shein and their operations? Do you think they should continue? Do you like to shop from Shein? Do you shop from Shein? What do you think about all of the outrage against Shein as a business to try to stop their operations, mainly in France? And also, should other governments of other countries be looking at stopping Shein's operations? Should they be trying to stop them from opening stores in other countries as well? Yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you and bye.